Well, we have just 16 days until funding for the government runs out. We could see another partial government shutdown. Joining us this afternoon to talk about this debate and other issues is Indiana Senator Todd Young. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for making it out in the weather. We appreciate that. So first off, what's next for the Senate when it comes to border security and the debate over funding?
Well, there's been a bipartisan group appointed, Republicans and Democrats, who are trying to negotiate a compromise, a principled compromise, making sure that we keep the government funded so that all those government employees can be paid and services rendered while we secure our southern border.
So just to be clear, where do you stand on the border wall?
It's important that we have physical barriers in conjunction with smart investments in technology and more Border Patrol agents. This used to be a bipartisan issue, and there was consensus on that issue. As a former U.S. Marine who served in an area where there was a lot of narco trafficking and human trafficking going on, I've seen the impact of placing physical barriers. So I would hope that would be part of the border security mix.
Yeah, you mentioned it being a bipartisan agreement or, issue earlier, but now how difficult will it be to get this done now with Democrats in control of the House?
Well, I would hope that wouldn't change things. It, of course, seems to have changed things. So we need to come together, set the politics aside, and, accommodate the needs of both parties. Democrats are placing great emphasis on technology and Border Patrol agents, and many Republicans are placing emphasis on physical barriers. I think we need all of those things, just as the President has indicated. And we have to keep this government open. We can't keep shutting it down. It undermines faith in the American people and our system of government.
Quickly changing topics, you saw the story that we had leading into this interview, your reaction to the arrest of former Trump campaign aide Roger Stone.
I'm going to wait for the details of the Mueller report. It's important that the report continues to be compiled, and hopefully it will be delivered to Congress soon. I'm not going to be opining or offering thoughts on the day-to-day developments until I see that report, because Hoosiers want me to work on bringing down drug costs, ensuring that this economy keeps moving, all the other things they sent me to Washington to work on.
Okay. So the Russia investigation, another topic that you're kind of saying that's not really something that you want to talk about. It's something that the people that kind of brought you in don't want you to talk about.
The people who brought me in want that investigation to continue. They want to make sure that I do my due diligence when the report is presented. But in the meanwhile, they want me to focus on the main issues they sent me to Washington on: national security, job creation, wages, cost of living, and that is my point of emphasis.
Senator Young, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. All right.